understand how this man, this criminal, did all this criminal activity and no impeachment. Can anybody make it make sense? Because he didn't get impeached, does that mean no criminal charges is going to be brought against him either? Like,
I don't think that, well, go ahead, Ron.
That nigga ain't O.J. Simpson. He ain't gonna get no motherfucking criminal charges.
Yeah, I mean, you know how it is. Republicans mainly, they don't want to lose their world power. They don't want to lose their reputation or whatever the case may be. So in order to sacrifice what they're planning in the future, because remember, all of these things were planned. Okay. So, they're not going to impeach Trump. He holds too much power in the government right now. That's the way that they going. A lot of Republicans are backing him. A lot of key people and officials and a lot of money makers, a lot of wealthy people and world rulers really voted for Trump. They support him financially. They just want to they wanted to be a white world. We already knew that they never really cared about us or wanted us here. So whatever to enforce that at this particular time, because they take a notion that it's either us or them, and they are all for them. You know what I'm saying? And by any means necessary, they're going to hold to that. So if that means that they're going to overstep a couple of their own to keep them in power, so be it. So same way if we get in office, we're going to do what we need to do for our team and our fam. So,
well, that I don't know, maybe us personally, but not really, not everybody. Obama was in there and he didn't do that. If Obama would have done half of the stuff or a fraction of the stuff that Trump did, he would have been carried out in handcuffs. Like, I know we live in America and I know that we all have, we know how unfair it is to our skin people, but I'm really like in amazement on how this man is literally getting away with murder. He said before he came in there that he could shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue on Times Square, whatever, comparison that he used. And he said he would not be, lose any supporters or, nothing would happen to him. And he's literally did it. I don't know if it's 5 or 6 people literally died. And this man is like, nothing happens.
Well, Trump is not a politician. That's what we have to understand. Obama and other people who have been in office, they have been bred and groomed to be presidents or whatever. Trump is the head of the mafia. He's the head of a racist organization, the Ku Klux Klan. His mom and dad were significant players in it. So he has more power because he built up his power a different way. Presidents have not been on TV shows. They haven't had their own businesses. So he's built the trust and has some trusting relationships to get to this point, but he's not a politician. So that's why he's having a lot of people.
And that's why his ass should be in jail too.
But they ain't gonna put him in jail. They didn't, as we seen. And we'll see him again. We'll see him again in politics.
Oh my God! So I was during this whole what do they call it? The Capitol takeover. I was like pinned to CNN, and I saw one of his speeches. Like, I think it was just before he had got when they said the vote or whatever. The one speech that he gave, and he said, "Y'all ain't here to last of me. Y'all see me in another form." I was like, "Oh my God, this is Satan." He said,
I think he was referring to his daughter.
He literally said that, like, "I'll be back in another form." I was like, "Oh my God, this man is really fucking Satan."
Well, the Simpsons predicted that Ivanka was going to be the president and she's going to be running. So I think that's what he was referencing to.
No, well, being that he's not impeached, they said that he can run again in 2024.
Correct, but nah, it's not gonna be him. I'm pretty much sure mark my words, you're gonna be seeing her coming out a little bit more. If something is gonna happen where he can't officially run, I bet you we're gonna come back to this and y'all gonna say, damn, Black was right. I bet you it's gonna be the daughter to the forefront. I don't think it's gonna be Trump. I think we better watch out for Ivanka. That's why she was, learning and be playing a significant role with her dad. I think she's going to step up. I think it's going to be her. The next demon up, Ivanka Trump. But you know what? That's it. That's them. We got to figure out our plan, right?
8:15. Hey, Ra, I see you laid back. Are you watching the Facebook?
Yeah, I'm writing comments.
Yeah, what
so everybody
about it?
Everybody, like I said, who maybe that just joined in, y'all might not know. Ra is here, but he couldn't join in on Instagram on this one. Although we had a sound check and everything, we experienced some technical difficulties, but he'll be back on next show. He's on the show now, but y'all don't see him on Instagram right now. Y'all just see me, and then we have Black on our personal. I'm working 3 devices right now, so y'all got to give me my props.
She's multitasking. She's
doing a good job.
I'm a whole engineer out here.
Happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there.
Oh my God, we are terrible.
All our loved ones. We love y'all. Hugs and kisses. It's a beautiful day for love.
So how's
Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Yes, to all the lovers out. Look at this one. Y'all see this girl? She popping bottles and stuff.
No, I'm just kidding. No.
she get her Valentine's started early. So, all right. So what is
Valentine's Day treatment?
CJ Raya CJ 4815 said, "Hey, what's up? He's here."
That boy
tuning in.
I'm trying to open my wine.
Thanks for tuning in, CJ. Hey, Cheryl. Thanks for tuning in, Cheryl.
So y'all just gonna let that one go over your head. I ain't mad.
What? Like what?
I was Valentine's Day treating y'all.
I don't need Valentine's. I got Jesus. Now I'm just like.
That was our little joke. I had said that before.
That was our little joke behind the scene. You know, everybody or people always be saying that I don't need Valentine's. I got my kids, and you know, as long as I got Jesus in my life, who needs this and who needs that?
Well, thank you, Rob. You said happy Valentine's Day to me. Thank you. I appreciate it. All the love from everybody. All my hello beautifuls that normally be in my DM at 7:30 in the morning. Thank y'all for being faithful and DMing me on Valentine's Day. Thank you.
Exactly. Thanks for
I love it. All love. We love it.
Shout outs too, and all the love I got as well.
Oh, thank you, Denim and Dallas, for being my mommy Valentine.
So, Denim and Dallas.
Rada the only one on the panel that's in an official relationship. How was your Valentine's? He came late to the show because I don't know if Monica's still watching. Him and Monica was getting their last little quickie on before the show.
Don't put them on blast. Don't put them on blast. Y'all crazy. That's hilarious.
Rod, how was your Valentine's?
It was good. You know, I slept most of the day. I'm not even gonna lie. I slept most of the day.
That's the code. Sleep. That's the new code for.
Yeah. That's the new code. I was sleeping. I got put to sleep, so I was sleep for half.
I know that's sleep. Right.
Exactly. Yeah. Shout out to Monica for putting my bro to sleep.
Happy Valentine's Day, Monica, and all the lovebirds out there.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of juicy stuff. What's going on? I mean, I seen you. We got Wyatt Finn, Lucci. We got Tekashi and Meek Mill came across each other. It's some heated stuff going on. What was up with that?
Yes, guys. So we got to talk about that. That just hit today. I mean, because I think that just happened last night.
Right.
So I don't know if you guys seen the video. I posted it on my Facebook and on the Instagram page. Y'all see this guy's 69. I'm so sick of him. I know y'all sick of him too.
Yeah, the boys call him Snitch 9. Denim and Dallas be like, oh, they go Snitch 9.
So I don't know if you guys seen it. Apparently him and Meek Mill ran into each other. They said that 6ix9ine was waiting for him outside the club or whatever, and they bumped heads in the parking lot. And I don't know. They said the police was with 6ix9ine and his security, but he's messing with Meek Mill, pulling out the phone, and Meek Mill is like cursing him out, calling him a pussy and all this. And apparently Meek Mill's supposed to have spit on him. So I don't know. What do you guys got to say about that?
Well, you know, I got a lot to say about this corny.
Come on, because you know you the behind the scenes guy. You know how beef really go. Come on.
First of all, it wasn't really that serious if you ask me, because You know, he's a rat. You know, he's with police. Like, what much can you really do to him unless you're willing to go to jail? You know, he's with.
You heard me say that. You heard me say that, right, bro? He was like, "Yo, what you trying to get me locked up?"
So ain't really much you can do. That shit was a whole WWF wrestling shit.
But my thing is this. I mean, it's really it's spooky out here. I get it. Like, it's like, how do you go against somebody like that? You know what I mean? Like, but at the same time, you're not gonna be antagonizing me either. So it's like Meek is like really like in a, you know, a catch one. Hey, Cola.
I got a question. Dude, Tekashi got a song out, album coming out or something? Because I feel like that was off.
That's what he is. He's a troll. He's trying to be relevant again.
If you wasn't in the club, why would you be outside the club?
That's what Meek was saying. Yo, this like a setup. He doing this for likes or whatever. He doing this for, you know, a publicity. Why would you wait for me with the whole cops and the feds with you? Right. So
I'm trying to say, I want to know, where is his parole or probation officer at? Like, you doing the most. Like, this got to go against your parole or probation, you know, guidelines or whatever. You out here fucking with people and all that. We know you an informant and all that. So you really think that you're gonna be out here messing with people and then they're gonna be protecting you and all that? Like, come on. They gotta put this man under. I don't know. They might be telling him to do that.
That's what Meek said. He was like, yo, he trying to get me locked up. You know, this what he trying to do. He trying to rat on me or something. This was like a setup and Meek peeped it. Like, why are we doing all of this? I mean, it's just too much. Ain't he supposed to be like low key because he in trouble? How did he get out?
So Meek has security too, then, right?
Yeah.
If that's what you want to call them guys, they don't look much of security. They like, you pussy. They saying all that, but they don't. They look like regular hood guys.
Was these the guys that ran down the safari?
Huh?
Was these the same guys that ran?
Why you bringing up old shit, Ra?
Ran poor Safari, ran down Safari. Ran down Safari.
If it was there to pop on the security, like security, if it's that serious, you know, anybody can get it. You know, it's just a fist fight. I don't know if they had guns on them or not. More than likely they did. But
well, I think that's what one of them said. I don't know. I think that's what he said. He don't need security. He got. I don't know. Meek said that. Or Tekashi said that I don't need security. I got my own thing or whatever. But I don't know.
Obviously, they have security. Like, how you say you don't need them when you got them? If you don't need them, you wouldn't have had them there.
At this point,
I'm just trying to figure out why we going through this. Like, why is it still this drama? Like, why is this dude causing all of this trouble? Like, he ain't grow up. He by the skin of his teeth. He alive from snitching on some major stuff. Like, he always into something, just bringing some attention to him. I'm like, yo, fall back.
Troy said good exposure or bad exposure is still exposure. I blame out. What's up, China? China on too, Ra. Yeah.
Cousin, what up?
That's exactly what it is. We already know how fucking Tekashi is. He needs to be relevant. Nobody has been talking about him in months now. So he said, yo, let me bust a move so I could be viral or whatever the case may be. But at this point, but I think, what's his name? Meek was being very vocal about the whole situation. So he got a personal against me. So I guess this is his way of like, getting at him or whatever. Cause Meek has been very vocal about him and his snitching and all this other shit. So this is his, but it's like, we can't take you serious, 6ix9ine. Like, really, what are you doing? Like, you really want to act like you want to fight somebody or beef with somebody? We know you're not about that. Like, at this point, nobody's taking you serious. Nobody wants to fight you. Nobody, I mean, they might want to fight you, but nobody's going to do any of that because we already know with what it's hitting for. Just sit your little Mexican ass down and make your little snitch music and get your little fans.
No, he's Nicki Minaj's twin. He don't make snitch music. I like him better when he plays hair and nails with Nicki Minaj. That's what I want to see him do.
And he didn't have on his lace front either. He has regular. He didn't have on his
lace all his lace fronts be popping.
Y'all, Black really in here getting drunk. Like, what? I'm
not getting. First of all, excuse me. I got Jesus. No. I'm not getting drunk. I'm drinking wine. Okay, I'm not getting drunk. I don't do that anymore. I'm over that. I'm just, I'm just enjoying my life, having fun with y'all on here, celebrating. It's Valentine's Day.
Oh, they said Black, you echoing. You gotta turn it down. Turn your stuff down.
I did. Okay, I'll turn it more down.
Is she still echoing? Sorry. Thank you guys. Thanks, Steve. Talk, Black. Let's see if you echoing.
Steve, that's my dad's name.
Shout out to all the Browns villains in the building. We checking in. That's right. That's right. This is the home team right here. We got all the Brownsville on the panel, and we got them on the check-in. We see y'all.
Am I still echoing, Steve?
Steve, is she still echoing?
What, Steve? Brownsville?
Yeah, Steve.
Oh.
What Steve is that?
What is it? Bergen Steve?
Steve?
Oh man, they said it's still echoing.
All right, I'm gonna mute it. Hold on, maybe I gotta mute it. I got it all the way down, sis.
We was all the way lit last week. Wednesday, when we did this whole audio thing, it was perfect. Soon as we go live on the real show, we having these issues.
On the real show, they'll be all right. They know I got a big voice. So.
We still getting our point out there, though.
Yeah, I'm trying to mute it, but it won't allow me to mute.
Okay, so what else? What else? It was something else that happened.
So the YFN Lucci was really, really deep. You know, yes. How that whole gangbang thing and all of that.
That was so really sad.
That's so sad. And rest in peace to the gentleman who lost his life.
She good now, Troy? I think because he put up a thumbs. All right, yeah. So the other situation that's happening, I mean, this is why I say I'm just like over the hip hop industry. It's like always something going on. So what is his name? Lucci? Yeah. You gotta help us out because you the male resident on the panel, and we ain't good with all of these artists' names and stuff. That was
what makes you good with him? You forgot him R&B, right?
That's your responsibility.
Right. He on love. He don't listen to that.
I know you are.
It's young fly nigga Lucci. YFN Lucci.
Okay, so Lucci
I seen the video, but that shit he did was extra crazy. Like I was confused. Like, yo, I always thought we come together, we leave together. Like them niggas kick that nigga out the car.
So
this New World Order gang.
Hold on. Some people might not know what video we talking about. So I don't know if you guys know. Lucci was arrested for murder or whatever. They were saying how I know like a couple of weeks ago they were saying that somebody was thrown out of a car, and you know a lady witnessed it. A white SUV, you know, was driving by, and they threw a guy out the car that was shot, and she stayed there with him, but he eventually, you know, died on the scene. But later on, you know, Lucci was arrested for it, and nobody understood like why was Lucci arrested for it. So now the story come out that was his man. Apparently, they're reporting that Lucci, the guy that died, and like two other guys, there was 4 guys in the car, and they went to go roll on the rival. They said Ra is echoing now, but Ra not even talking.
Ra not talking.
Okay, so they were saying how they went and rolled. They went to go roll on the rival gang, and apparently they shot at the guys. But this is the stuff that some of these assholes don't, you know, factor in. When you go to roll up on somebody, don't think that they ain't gonna have a gun. So apparently the other rival gang, you know, had a gun too, and they shot back. And so Lucci man got shot in his head, and instead of them doing a decent thing and, you know, rushing him to the hospital or trying to save this man's life, they threw him out the moving car. They didn't even stop. They threw him out the car. And they said, witnesses said that this man was holding onto the car with his dear life, for his dear life. And they, you know, pulled off or whatever. And I mean, I think that is so disturbing. Like, you know, even in the army, what's the slogan? No man left. Huh?
Comments on Facebook say he was the driver. I'm confused.
Yeah, Lucci was the driver. That's what they said.
And the dude that got shot was the driver. I was like, how the fuck that happened?
No, they said Lucci was the driver. There's no way he could have been the driver.
I was confused. That's why I said I was confused.
No, they said Lucci was the driver. So
see how everything get misconstrued. None of us know because we were there anyway.
I mean, but it doesn't make sense.
The dude out.
What's up, Nitty? Nitty just checked in. No. So my thing is this: even in the army, it says no man left behind. How you? This is what me and Ra, especially, always be talking about. This is why these fucking men out here need to get them a good girl and sit their asses down and stop worrying about your homies. Because these homies do not care one fuck about you.
Another thing to say is this. It's so hard to commit a crime or shoot somebody these days and get away with it. Everybody has a camera. I got a camera. You got a camera. Everybody got.
That's true.
It's so fucking
Big
hard.
brother is everywhere. You right?
And get away with it. Like the lady seen it. Like a lady seen it. Like the whole situation. Like it's so hard. Like so. My whole thing is this: if you're going to commit a crime, you have to be ready to go to jail. Like that's it. Okay, we going to jail.
It's two options. You got to know that going to jail is one of the options. So we all go do something and I get hurt. You just gonna throw me out the car like a disposable bag? Like, but this is your man's in them though. But this is your man's. This is this money over bitch. I mean, what they say, the homies over the hoes or all this other shit that these knuckleheads live by. This is what I'm talking about. Y'all always talking about your homeboys, and you went over there willing to kill and end up dying over your homies, and your homies just fucking left you, threw your ass out of a moving car.
That ain't the whole thing. The whole thing is this. Why is the hell is Lucci doing gangbanging? You got a whole rap career that, you know what I'm saying, seem to be very productive and prosperous for you. Mm-hmm. So if you got this thing going on, what is you doing hanging with your same old homies and you involved with gunplay? Like, what part of the game is that? See, that's that New World Order gang. They be doing dumb moves when you ain't got nobody on your team that's smart and you the smartest dummy on your team. This how it turn out.
No. So you know what this is about, right? They don't get this. Some people are rapping for entertainment, and some of these people really is trying to live this life. So I guess he's Lucci. He want to act like he's this ain't just rap. You know what I'm saying? I'm about that life. I'm about that life. So I guess that's his way of saying like he's still putting in work. But ain't no way in hell. I don't know. I ain't in the streets. I ain't from the streets, but I mean, I am from the streets, don't get me wrong, but I'm not in those streets. But I thought they supposed to protect the money man. Like the money man ain't supposed to have to put in no work or none of that. I don't understand why this man is, involved in some fucking drive-bys or shootings or whatever. Like that's what your man's and them is around there for. That's why you making all the songs and getting all the money and they getting to know, the money as well. Like
you ain't got no hitters to go do that. Like you ain't on that level.
Let's out. You the guy that's gonna pay for our lawyers. Why are you on the hit? Like that shit don't make sense. Because you the guy that's going. We need you for that to get us out of jail, to pay for the lawyers, to take care of our family if we have to go to jail. Like why? It's so much to it. That shit don't make sense to me. Like I don't.
I thought we was past this type of ignorance. I thought maybe even in the rap game that we was past the stupidity. You mean YF and Lucci, all them niggas that signed him to the label and everything, ain't none of them are OG like, yo, son, you moving wrong? Out of every camp, it should be an OG that's sitting there like, yo, you making a dummy move. Like everybody on your team was with this.
Right.
That's what we was talking about behind the scenes. My thing is this, okay, they said it was 4 people in the car. So the one guy got shot. So even if one person panicked and was like, throw him out the car, the other 2 just went along with it. Mm-hmm. And if the other 2 went along with it, I'm sorry, but after dude is thrown out the car, I'm not trusting y'all. I'm like ready to put a bullet in y'all head like, oh no. So this was me. If I would have got shot, you know what I mean, you would have just threw me out like a fucking disposable, bag shit too. Like, how can you trust? Yeah, there's no trust. There's no, what do you call that? Loyalty or honor amongst these fucking criminals. Like, I don't know why.
We've seen this in society. You remember the scene when Kane and his cousin got shot?
Exactly.
head on the ground. And the nigga was like, yo, we can't leave him here. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And you stay there with him. He said, all right, cool, I'm staying.
Somebody stayed with him.
Exactly. Like somebody.
Exactly. They ain't following protocol.
Yo, you get out the car with the guns and shit, we're going to take this nigga to the hospital. Or we're going to go to another car, switch the car, get
even in shelters, drop the niggas to the hospital.
Like son. they ain't even following how they do it in the movies. Like
but them the older G's though. But them the older G's, this new world generation, they got no. I don't even know where they brain be at. I don't know. That dust they be smoking is that new dust. That shit, this new shit they be on them perks and all that don't make you think like a normal gangster. I guess I don't know. I thought it was a code to the streets. Even if it's the streets, I could have sworn, you know, how we seen people move back in the day. It was some type of love or some type of loyalty or whatever. But it seemed like it's just none. They doing weird shit, putting diamonds in the middle of your forehead. Just all kind of pink diamond at that. You ain't put a regular diamond. You got on nail polish and a pink diamond in the middle of your forehead.
So this whole Lucci thing, it brings me back to these arguments and these debates that I stay having on social media and just in real life. All the guys out there, y'all still talking about y'all homies? Y'all still on y'all homie shit? Like, I do not understand why these motherfuckers want to be around their homies so much. Why they be sucking, I mean, literally.
What they be doing?
Literally, what they be doing? Sucking a man's dick. Like these street guys. And they always be like, I know that's dumb. I'm doing it like that. My man's is solid. This and that. How many times we hear the same shit and they day ones be the ones that rat on them, line them the fuck up, get them robbed, all that. Like when y'all gonna leave these niggas alone and get y'all a girl or a wife, get some money and chill the fuck out.
When y'all gonna get God, a girl, a wife? Like how many caskets have had to drop? Like I'm so sick of the same story because I remember when I was growing up, like this was the same thing. I lost so many friends to the same type of violence and the same type of stupidity. You mean to tell me in the next 2 generations after me, they doing the same thing?
What's crazy is I'm not gonna sit here and say you know you got your friends. You know what I mean? You're in black friends. You know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure y'all fight. You know what I mean? Exactly. Y'all look at each other. I'm not saying not to have no homies, but my thing is this: you just can't be riding with anybody. Like you just can't just jump in the car and say, "All right, we're gonna go shoot this nigga," and you just met this nigga 2 months ago, a month ago. Like that makes, you know what I'm saying? Like, the friends I got, I still got the same friends from 30 years ago, 20 years ago. You feel what I'm saying? So. You know, those are like family members. You feel what I'm saying? I don't look at them as, and then, you know, like I want something. And when I went through the shit I went through, you know, a lot of people was coming up saying, yo, we're gonna ride on them niggas. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. And I was saying, yo, if you want to ride on them niggas is over here. You know what I mean? You don't need me to go ride with you because I don't want to be nobody co-defendant. If I'm gonna go do something, I'm gonna go to jail myself. Because I'm not gonna tell on myself. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm gonna sit myself. I'm not going with nobody in the car with me. That shit don't make sense to me because all I'm asking for is a co-defendant, and I don't need no co-defendants. I'd rather go by myself. So if you want to ride,
you a whole seasoned man. You done seen this shit play out too many times. Anybody that got to get busy these days, you better get busy by yourself because anybody you get busy with is a liable rat. Yo, how many times do we see your mans and them, your day ones and them turn states on you? So at this point. If I'm saying you shouldn't be doing nothing that you have to get busy with, but if you do, you need to just get busy by yourself because it's just too much. It's literally too much.
It is. That shit is confusing to me. Like where there's no morals, there's no principles no more. Like this shit is confusing to me. Like and niggas don't even
bros over hoes. Y'all still saying that, Steve? Well, maybe I need to leave the hoes alone and get y'all some real women. Like, okay, that's the problem. Stop fucking with these hoes. And everybody, they always talking about they mans and them. I don't know no woman that would have did that. No woman would have just threw they fucking dude out the car like that. This is what I mean. Like I know myself personally, and I know a lot of women that will ride with they man. They do faster than their own friends. Something going on, be like, what happened? Like, we together, like, you know, the guy probably be telling the girl, like, chill out. You know what I mean? We be ready to go for our man. These homies of yours, I don't understand why they still like acting like these are the best things, you know.
Dude, that's a kind of love though, Fatima. That's a different kind of love. You know, you're not gonna love your homie like you love your girl. You feel what I'm saying? So that's a different kind of love. Some people
remember this 2021 because the love is different.
You want to go there, Ron?
Because
you want to go there.
We gotta understand that. We gotta understand that now. Let's make that clear. Because we thought it was homie love. We thought it was homie love. You used to wonder why two dudes be hanging together. Back in the day, it was like, oh, they bestie friends and they cool and you gotta. Let me just.
Okay, so those of y'all that know me, it's three things I'm always insinuating or saying about people. I'll be like, one is I be thinking everybody is a fucking homo. I'll be like, this is some homo shit.
You don't be thinking some stuff have been facts. So
yeah, this is what I'm saying.
You don't just be thinking
I'll be like, that's some real gay shit.
Okay. You don't just be thinking that.
The other thing is I always be thinking somebody got mental illness. I'll be like, that ain't nothing but mental illness. And the third thing is I think everybody got AIDS. I'll be like, oh no, that motherfucker must got AIDS.
I can't with her ride. What you gonna do with your sister?
Those are three things. I'll be like, those are three things that be scaring the shit out of me. I'll be like, oh no, that motherfucker's crazy. He's a homo and he got AIDS.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yo, so it's been a lot of stuff popping in the A because that was the YFN thing popping in the A. So that's the biggest news in the A. But the biggest news in the A is your boy T.I. and Tiny with their three-way love triangle type pimp stuff. And, you know, people saying that T.I., you know, the girl came out, a young lady came out saying that T.I. and Tiny, you know, they tried to pimp her or seduce her to do some sexual acts, and they've been doing this for a long time, having three ways. But it's been rumored since I live in the A. Let me be honest with y'all. It's been rumored that T.I. and Tiny, and a lot of them that y'all see in Love and Hip Hop, and that's on the Atlanta circuit, that's entertainers and singers and rappers, they always frequent, you know, with the orgies and everything like that. So that's nothing new to, you know, like Candy and her husband and a lot of young ladies on the Love and Hip Hop. But I heard that, you know, and this is just what I hear from hearsay, that Candy and her husband.
Hold on. You know, we have a whole show. We have to say allegedly. We don't want to get.
Okay, right. Allegedly. That's what I'm saying. It's hearsay.
We gotta keep it professional. Allegedly.
Okay. Allegedly. That Candy and her husband Todd, but they make the people sign an agreement prior to
non-disclosures.
Yeah, they make them sign necessary documents, disclosures. You know what I'm saying? So they can't come back. They pay them a certain amount of money. They can't come back and attack them, sue them, or do anything. Okay, so that's how that goes. So they saying that this is the norm. Why T.I. and Tiny ain't, you know, do this kind of you know, wasn't that professional with it, but they've been saying that they've been doing it a long time. But you know, T.I. has been very abusive about it. He's been doing it a different way.
So let me ask you this, right? Who's doing it the most? Like, because I don't know. I'm kind of confused here. Like, do females do this shit to please the man, or do females bring this shit to the table too? You know what I mean? This is my question. I don't know.
This is a good little question, Ra.
Well, from my understanding, allegedly, Candy is the solicitor in her marriage. She's the more aggressive one.
She's the one who this idea.
Huh?
So she's the one who came up with this idea for them to have other
for
people.
Her and her husband. But okay. T.I. is the solicitor for him and his wife. Right. Okay. Candy has more control of her situation, and she picks and chooses and she calls the shots. But in T.I. thing, allegedly that Tiny is not really with it. She's just doing it to please her husband, and she's so much in love with him that in order to, you know what I'm saying, to please him and to keep him at a happy point, because she feel like he gonna go out and cheat. And this is allegedly that she just, you know, happens to play in it as well.
So I got a story to tell. I shouldn't be telling the story, but I'm gonna tell it anyway. They might.
Hold on. Go ahead and tell the story.
The people on Facebook.
Gotta pour her a drink.
You know what I mean? So I was messing with, this was years ago. I was messing with this girl. You know what I mean? And I haven't seen her in a while. So when I finally seen her,
hold on. This is a story about your ex, you said?
No ex.
He got a story to tell. He ain't saying no names now.
I was about to say, Monica, log off for a minute.
Not my ex.
You throwing that man under the bus now?
I thought he said it was a girl that he used to talk to. That's what I thought you said.
Yeah, it was a girl I used to mess with. It wasn't like.
Okay, but still, so Monica, log off.
This is in the past. This is before her.
I'm messing. Go ahead.
Okay, so cool. Anyway, I seen her and she's like, yo, let's get up. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm calling because I ain't seen her in a while. So I'm calling, yo, what, when we gonna get up? When we gonna get up? So finally one day she called, she's like, look, I'm fucking right now. You know what I mean? So we'll pull up. So me thinking,
you tell me the story.
I'm thinking she's with another girl. So I pull up. So she comes to the door. She be like, yo, you know what you're getting yourself into? I'm like, yeah. So boom, all right, boom. I'll go in, and when I walk in the room, it's a whole nigga laying in the bed, butt ass naked. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? She's like, I thought you was ready. I said, I am ready, but I don't know this nigga. Like, I don't know this nigga. Like,
right. I don't want to beat. I don't know him, and I don't know what type of situation.
I would have been better if you knew him. What's
so crazy is they still together today. Like, I just want to make a post today on Facebook.
Rob, what do you mean you didn't know him? It doesn't make a difference if you know him or not. What do you mean?
It does make a difference to me. I'm not one of them niggas. Because I said to her, I said, yo, if you wanted to do that, I'd have brought one of my homies, like a nigga I fuck with. I don't know this nigga.
Oh, you mean like gangbang her? You would have been with the gang. Oh, okay.
If I'd have had one, but it was some nigga I didn't know. I never seen this nigga a day in my life. He already laying in the bed, butt ass naked. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
We
can't make this nigga make sense. What would you do? No.
Okay. Which brings us to our next segment. But I want to touch on that whole threesome thing. You know, I'm totally against any type of homosexual activity, whether it's girl on girl or boy and boy. To each his own, but I feel like that's wrong. But my thing is this whole threesome thing is like a wave now. But you know what I don't understand? The women that actually be getting mad at they do for cheating. You know what I mean? Like, you, first of all of this inviting other people in your bed, this is why all of this fuckery is going on. Not only, it's one thing, I'm not for it, but it's one thing if y'all doing that with somebody that you don't love or you're dating or whatever, but these people are married. They took whole, vows and all that, and they bring all these different people into their marriage and into their bed, and they didn't want to know why all this shit is going crazy. But my thing is this, like with the T.I., messing with the Bernice and all this, and all, well, I don't understand why with girls that willingly volunteer have threesomes what they do, why do they get mad when they man cheat? I don't get it. You literally fucked bitches with him. So why are you mad because he didn't get your permission? I hear that because I speak to people, but that's just like me and I'm married or I'm in a relationship and we live together. And I got a car or my dude got a car, and I always be like, yo, let me use your car, and they always say, yeah, go ahead, you can use your car. And one day I want to use the car and they not there, and I use the car. You gonna call the police to tell the police that I fucking stole your car just because you wasn't there? No. If you've been allowing me to have sex with women all this time because I didn't get your permission, now it's called cheating. Like, I don't understand this whole threesome thing. I don't understand why these women get mad. I don't understand the whole concept. Like, somebody make it make sense to me.
I don't know. I never
take that.
I can't say. I know if and when I do get married, I'm not with the shits. Now, prior to that, I done played many games. But baby, if I make that commitment, I'm not with it. I'm just not with it. I don't care if you not happy with my little tricks or whatever, then that's on you because you made the commitment, to be with me for a lifelong journey. I don't care if you dissatisfied or whatever. You better iron it out like grandma and grandpa did. Now, if you go get a whole nother family on the other side of town, then that's a whole nother thing. We're going to iron it out that way. But I'm not going to agree to you and trying to appease your sexual desire.
And I don't get it. One, I'm not necessarily jealous, but I'm territorial. I can't imagine somebody that I fucking love or like. I'm supposed to be sharing him. I'm supposed to watch him have sex with somebody else right in front of me. Like my mental is not. I'm not mentally stable for that. Like because I have my own mental illnesses.
Oh, she admits it. Yay! That's the first step. You admitted it.
I already said that we all suffer. We all have been traumatized, and we all have some sort of mental illness. But there's some people that have, more severe. I'm not a severe mental case. But I do have my little.
Did y'all hear that? And you talking about you. I think you're kind of jealous.
I'm not jealous. I am territorial. No. If you mind, I am not sharing you willingly with anybody. I'm going to turn up. We're going to have an issue. No, you don't even ask me that. Like, no. Are you dumb? A what? A threesome? I don't get it. I don't motherfucking get it. But apparently that is definitely the wave. Like I went on when I was going on the post that they made about T.I. and Tiny and everybody saying, oh, what they doing, they bad, is this, that, and the third. It's so many people jacking that. It's like, this is the new thing. Like, this is the thing.
No, it's not new. That's the sad thing. It's Fatima, this has been going on for years. I mean, this is nothing new.
Yeah, they got me.
I know people who've been married for years. That's my elders and everything that have been doing this. Because a lot of women feel like if they can control how they man step out, because they feel like, look, a man
not the only
one regardless.
Territorial. Felicia on Facebook said, yes, she's territorial. Territorial too. Yes. If you love somebody, you ain't supposed to be one to share with them. I don't get it. And then you know what else
as well. If you committed to that one person.
And you know what else killed me? These motherfucking ding-dag girls that be talking about they ain't into girls. Oh, I'm not a lesbian. I just do this for him. Bitch, you a whole lesbian. You a whole bisexual, whatever term they go by. Because ain't no way in hell, if a dude ain't into no guy, if you say you want to have a threesome with a dude and you want to interact with each other, he's not doing that. If you interact with another woman, you are bisexual. If you don't want to go full-fledged and say you're gay, you're bisexual. If you let women go down on you or you go down on women, you're bisexual.
They be in denial.
The whole denial. I done had so many goddamn debates about that. Somebody said facts. Right. So it was another thing that was really trending that we said we had to discuss. What was that?
I don't know. So many things. Well, I mean, that was just touching in my town what had happened with us. In the
there's much shit going on now. You don't know what the fuck to talk about. Like I ain't finished watching the Black Judas. Did you watch the Judas movie, Judas and the Black Messiah? Did you finish watching?
I'm all the way upset. Yes, we watched. Wanda, I see your comments. You hearing? You could comment on Facebook. I guess
they can call too. Give the number, Queen.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let them call. Let's take some callers. Y'all call up this time. Come on.
All those in Sadior out there in Sadior land that's listening on the station. I guess you listening on the station, Wanda. You could comment on Facebook or you could call. The number to call is 929-231-6415 for anybody that want to call in and chime in on anything that we discussed today. Again, the number is 929-231-6415.
Yeah, again, and y'all can call in and tell us what y'all would do in a situation. Have y'all been in the marriage and things like that have happened? Would y'all condone something like that? Call in and tell us how you guys feel about it.
Tina comment on Facebook and said, I feel like threesomes are men with whack penis because you ain't sharing no good dick with another woman.
Girl, bye. The thought of it and have you with your guns like.
There's two sides to that though, what she just said. Maybe the penis is that good and you like, yo, I don't want to give this pussy up to nobody else. So if he wanted to go outside, maybe we could bring it inside instead of him.
That's how women are thinking. I'm telling you, I've heard married women say that. The ones that I know who have done that, they like, at least I could control it. You know what I'm saying? And then we could pick.
Okay.
I mean, that's how they fooling themselves, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, so I know some girls who had threesomes. You know, everybody knows how I feel about that. So they don't necessarily.
Look, I'm like.
So they don't necessarily disclose it to me, but you know, from back in the days or whatever.
Hold up, Fatima, let me stop you. Everybody that's watching don't know how you feel about it. So you have to explain how you feel about it.
Oh, everybody. I just said it earlier. I said it earlier that I'm against any homosexual acts, whether it's woman on woman or man on man.
Okay,
I said
cool.
that earlier. Okay. So I ain't gonna name no names.
Well, no, but you gotta understand this. So having a threesome doesn't always mean it's homosexuality going on in it as well.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Right, that's a fact. I know somebody who has threesomes, and they have both ways. Like they have a girl and they have a nigga, but the nigga just sit there and watch his wife get fucked.
Let that be clear. It's not always a homosexual act, sis.
So somebody said, I would never do a threesome. I would never share my man. Sexy Q185. That's what I'm saying, girl. Me either.
Well, you may be still sharing your man. Just say you're not going to be aware of
that's the fact. That's the fact.
Clear.
So let me tell you about the story.
Now, you got to see. You wouldn't condone it. You wouldn't be a part of it. You wouldn't condone it. Right.
Getting into that, I've heard stories from old friends of mine where they call themselves, you know, pleasing the dude that they with, and they done had threesomes with other friends, and you know how the hood is, everybody talking, and you know, just for instance, like me and you, I bring you in on my relationship or whatever, and then my dude start, you know, fucking you a little bit too much, and I get mad, and motherfuckers done left, went in the other room, got mad at the girl. Next thing you know, my dude and you was creeping. Like it's a whole bunch of horror stories that I heard from these threesomes. Like, why would anybody sign up to that? And if the penis is really good, like she gonna try to go back in you. Like, like I'm saying, you know, let me know when you know you want her having problems. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Why would anybody invite this into their world? And if the penis is whack, I would want to keep that to myself. I don't want my homegirl to see how whack it is. Like, why? Like, it makes sense. It don't make sense to me if it's good or if it's whack. Like, it just don't make sense to me. But you know, who am I?
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. That could go along with our make it make sense segment. Make it make sense.
Yeah, it's a lot going on these days.
Somebody said married women ain't sharing the D. Oh, I guess you just tuning in, Felicia. Yes, they is Tiny and Candy and all of these and a whole bunch of.
No, not even. We don't even have to allegedly say them. It's the average family, right? The average marriage. I mean, if people look how much, you know, freaking off is going on even more. It's more on the forefront right now. So you can't say that. It's a lot of married couples. You'll be surprised. People in high positions, people in low positions, they doing all kind of stuff. Okay. Atlanta is no holds barred out here.
I gotta say something to Felicia. I love her, and I love tell her I love my brother too. She know who I'm talking about.
Felicia, she hear you. She can hear you. You telling me to tell her. She hear you, Rob.
Oh yeah.
Rob don't get how this thing goes.
I love you. Tell my brother I love him too.
We love you, Felicia and brother. Yes.
We love everybody. Oh, wait a minute.
Purity, what did you say, Purity? I'm missing comments.
Nobody called in. Call in. Say the number again, sis.
Okay. The number is 929. Wanda, call in. You wanted to comment. Let's hear your voice. 929-231-6415. We put people on blast, Wanda. Call in.
And once again, for everybody that just tuned in, this is Uncensored. Formerly Thick
so
Girls
put the kids away. We talking about some unfiltered adult shit.
Yeah, put the kids away. Dallas, stay downstairs.
Yes.
You know.
When we say uncensored, we mean uncensored. We're going to be talking about all kind of fuckery on this.
Now, everybody that's tuned in, y'all make sure y'all go to the Sadior Radio on YouTube and get the Uncensored. Okay, go to Uncensored. We need your YouTube love. This is cool on Facebook and everything because y'all always check us out on Facebook and on Instagram, but we need your YouTube love. Sadior Radio Uncensored Show. We got our boy Ra. He joined in with us. So formerly Thick Girls Radio. And we just having a blast. We talking about married couples, 3 ways. We talking about if you do a drive-by, would you kick your homeboy out if they got shot in the head? Would you pimp you and your wife pimp girls and they come out? I mean, all kind of stuff going on. Snitches stepping to you with the feds standing right by them. I mean, this is
messy.
Presidents who have officials hiding under the desk get acquitted. I mean, this is America.
If he right, how is he on probation? Like they're not gonna lock him back up if he violate probation or parole, is it? Because he snitched. Like I'm confused. If they violate him, he ain't gonna do nothing but snitch again and get out of this. So I'm confused. I want to know. You
don't know any snitches out there? Call up. No. How this works?
Any informants call 929-231.
I want to know how that works.
We need to know some. We need some answers.
I need to know how that works. How you snitch and get parole? Like, what happened?
That's what you want.
I don't know. Somebody explain it to me, please. Make it make sense.
And if you have a 3-way with your wife or husband, please call us and tell us the rules to that.
Right. So these are the people that we need to call in. We need anybody that is very knowledgeable of snitching. Not saying you're a snitch, but if you know how this shit works,
we'll keep it confidential.
We'll keep it. This is a safe space. we need the people that do. Shakim said, "I shoot you in your brain. You shoot me."
I'm shooting.
He's
shoot me famous. What's a nigga to do? Exactly, Sha. What the fuck is a nigga to do?
What he say?
He's quoting Jay.
I shoot you, I'm brainless. If you shoot me, you famous. What's a nigga to do?
Mm-hmm. Stay out the way. Okay. Just stay out the way.
Thanks, Sha.
My thing is this. I'm far removed. I used to fight a lot, but I don't fight no more.
I mean, you just tried to fight me the other day. Yeah, with that shit.
So sometimes
she's a psychiatrist now. She just diagnosed everybody who want to fight now. She just come about and diagnose them.
I'm a lover now. I don't fight no more. But those of you guys that's on the check-in for Brownsville.
He's a narcissistic. He has narcissistic chlamydia.
I be like, no, that's I got my little. I take one little psych class. And I'm certified. I be diagnosing everybody out this motherfucker. I be like, no, that's bipolar. That's schizophrenic. That's this. That's depression. That's clear depression.
That's voodoo, Black. Get off of here.
Yo. And that's another thing. I be like, when shit is this too magic, when shit just be not adding up, I be like, that's that witchcraft. I don't fuck with that. Yo, I got a whole bunch of issues, y'all. I'm very entertaining. Conversations with me, I tell you. Sometimes I crack myself up.
You does that all the time.
Huh?
Tommy Small said you do that all the time. Tony.
Yeah. And you said Smalls?
Tony, you remember Tony, man, from around
Tony. What's up, Tony? Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I was saying, like, everybody know me from back in the days. I used to fight a lot. But now, like, just like you said, what Ross said was a nigga to do. I know what I do right now. I stay the fuck out the way. And sometimes people be really like, testing me or trying to take me there. And I have to thank for them. I'll be like, you know what?
Hey, yo.
You don't even know that I just saved you. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you got to thank for other people. You know what you're capable of. You know how serious this can get. Sometimes it ain't about you being a sucker. It's about, you know what?
That's why I want to give a shout out to my bro, Shakim, man, because me and him had a discussion one day. And, we was talking to somebody on the phone, a white dude. You know, I don't like white people. Let's just put it out there. I don't like white.
Hold on, we gotta put our disclaimers. These views are not the views of Sadior Radio or
this is uncensored, so we being uncensored.
Oh yeah.
My brother got a whole problem
but
with
still put that
with the clear people.
But anyway,
don't like them at all. Not
anyway,
one.
me and Shaw we was having a phone call with a white person. He said some slick shit. So I was like, yo, I want to punch that nigga in the face. So Shaw was like, yo, what the fuck? You can't do this. Is business. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're right. You can't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Then another time, I was like, yo, I'm gonna beat this nigga the fuck up when I see him. He was like, yo, right, you too valuable right now to be fucking beating somebody up.
Oh no, how about when you was in Walmart and you told the motherfucker, I don't like you either.
Exactly. The white lady looked at me, she grabbed her bag tight and looked at me like, I said, I don't like you neither, bitch.
I'm done with y'all. I'm over
I got a whole issue. This is why I gotta talk to him on a daily basis, because I be like, now you know, Ra. Come on, sit down on the couch.
Because I feel like if you put them in a certain predicament, the racist side will come out. So yes, I do not like all white people.
Oh Lord.
Now, I got some people that I'm cool with. You know, I play
Mark
ball
laughing.
with.
You hear this, Mark? We're gonna be shut down by tomorrow.
I don't give a fuck. Uncensored. It's called uncensored. We being uncensored, right?
No, we ain't got no endorsements yet, so they gonna let us ride out.
Exactly.
They gonna wait till we get big and we get syndicated. Then they gonna roll tape on Rob.
Not only are
remember when you go get the mansion and the yachty and all that stuff, then they gonna roll tape. Like, remember he said that?
Yeah.
Exactly.
The whole thing plug.
Listen,
keep going so we can get syndicated.
These are not the views of the Sadior station. These are not our views either. We are all responsible for ourselves. What I say is how I feel. And what Rod say is how he feels.
She just hate three ways and homo. He hate white people. And I love wine.
I'm entitled to my
from our first show, we know that Rod don't like white people. I don't like threesomes and this. And what you don't like? What do you like besides that wine, Black?
I don't like a lot of shit. Let me see. I don't like this nigga name now. That dude, that cat name.
Drop them names. Drop names.
So much. I see them niggas in that suggestion box. I hit remove. Get that white out my
word.
Yo, Rod is dead serious.
Like, don't send me no pictures of $100,000 and $50,000 and you don't want to give me none. Like, don't do that to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Rod is so bad with it that I think he made a post one time and it was public and a white person had commented or liked it or something and then he deleted the whole shit. I said, wow, what is wrong with you? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, he is dead serious. He be like,
I said. I don't want him agreeing with what I said, so I deleted the whole book.
He's like, nah, because I think they trying to be funny. I think they trying to be funny. I'll be like, oh my God. He's terrible.
Ron, you know they be trying to be funny. You don't think nothing, Ron. You already know what type of time be on with us. You know what I'm saying?
I forgot what the post was about, but Rod did not like the shit. I was like, no, I think he's trying to be funny by liking this shit. You know what? I'm taking this shit down. I'll be like, oh my God. What we gonna do with him? So guys, this is what we got here. welcome Rod to the show.
Uncensored, the Uncensored show.
Yeah, I tell you, sis, I said I got my trespassing sign on my property. So if them motherfuckers come on my property, it's a problem. I don't want to talk. I don't want to hear nothing. And I'm not going to jail because it's legal guns in this household and I own my property and you should not be on my property if you see these no trespassing signs. So if I see a white man walking on my property, just know I'm going to catch me one.
God. Oh,
and that's how they did. Listen, Ra, I respect that. Let me tell you why. Because, you know, I sold ADT for years and I, you know, knocked doors or whatever. And out here in Georgia, that's the same way. They got no trespassing. They got the black people watermelon outside. They got the Confederate flag. And, you know, those are the yards that I never, ever go on their yard. They got Beware Dog. They got a pickup truck. I ain't doing it because I already know.
We just seen the incident where a dude or a black nigga knocked on a white man's door. He killed him.
Mm-hmm. I was just gonna say that if the roles were reversed, you know.
Exactly. If the roles were reversed, they would kill me.
Wanda just said, and when you do it, you gotta make sure you say you feared for your life.
Exactly. And I got it on camera.
Y'all are terrible. Y'all are terrible.
You have it. And
y'all are terrible.
No, we not. The world is terrible. We good.
It's true, because if the roles were reversed, you know, definitely, you know, they are executing us by numbers.
And they always have been, ever since they brought us here. So there you have it.
Anthony said he gonna stay up north. Yeah, me and you too, Anthony. I'm telling you. That's why I tell Rob and Black that all the time about the South. I don't know if I want to go live somewhere where everybody is okay to wear guns. You know what I mean, guns is permitted everywhere. I go to Georgia, I be going, you know, Virginia, all these other places. They be in the gas stations with their gats on their waist and all that. I don't know if I could live someplace like that, because first of all, everybody knows that I got a slick mouth. And you know, I got a gun, they got a gun. It's gonna be it could be a shootout at any given time. So I think I'm gonna keep my ass in New York. Not that New York don't have.
I love the South. I love the South. And let me tell you something. Even though I love the South, even though, like I said, this is how it is to me. They have on their Ku Klux Klan things in their closet, and I got on my Black Panther thing in my closet. But the South has been really, really good. And, you know, for the most part, we play nice. I ain't gonna lie. You know, I have had some issues, you know, with people that I've gotten familiar with. I just told y'all about an issue with one of my ex co-workers called me and told me he didn't like Kamala Harris. He feels like she was a threat. You know what I'm saying? And he called me on the inauguration day because I'm his token Black girl that he knows. So I was the most familiar, you know.
Do y'all hear this? Do y'all hear this story? You gotta tell them really what happened. We all excited about, you know, Kamala Harris getting in or whatever. And this ex-co-worker of hers, Caucasian guy, decides to call her and start with her. Had Black all upset.
Ooh, you gotta explain it, sis.
Right, explain it, Black.
So okay, so he was, you know, a co-worker, and you know, he's an older Republican gentleman, and you know, we worked together for a while. So we always had a pretty, you know, good work relationship. You know, we would even, you know, treat each other to lunch or whatever. But I knew his views and he respected them. He knew my views, and as far as I could see, he respected them. He always, you know, when we were at work, he had his let's make America great buddies stopping by to, you know, where we work at or whatever. No offense, because a lot of them, you know, they in love with the cocoa. So they be like, hey, you know, they frequent with me because you know, they keep the love at a surface because I'm a Black woman. Well, long story short, on our inauguration day, I'm all feeling empowered. I'm like, look, you know, my ancestors paid a great debt to this society, and now we are starting to see it trickle down, and Black women have been the most bombed on, and we've been mistreated so much. Now we see Black women holding one of the highest ranks in our government, in the world. This is amazing. So I'm just feeling like, you know, now I could really, really take over the world. Like all my plans is a go, you know, like everything is go time. It's go time. Like it's no holds bar now. You could be Condoleezza Rice Black. You could be whoever you want, you know. So here we go. Fast forward to my phone ringing. So I see the phone and I'm feeling like, oh God, because I know his mom had died, because I had spoke to him maybe a month prior, and he let me know his mom died. I know the relationship between him and his mom. His mom was like 97 or whatever. So he was really down when his mom died, and he called me, and I pretty much talked him off the ledge, and we had a great conversation. So he kept the small talk minimal, but I could tell by his energy, he had a whole different agenda. So it didn't sound like the regular person that I would normally speak to. So he's like, hey, Keish, what's up? Blah, 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 blah. He got past the familiarities, and then he went immediately into, are you watching the inauguration? So I was like, yeah, of course. You know, I'm in and out with it because I'm, you know, handling my BI and doing my chores. He was like, I don't know, you know, no. I know that Biden beat Trump, and it wasn't no, you know, bull crap with that, but I don't know, you know, this Kamala Harris, she doesn't sit right with me, you know. I'm kind of scared of her. I don't like her. I'm like, So I didn't know which way to go because I'm completely turned, caught off guard, so I immediately got on the defense. I was like, well, why would you say that? And he's like, I don't know. She just did this and that. And, he had no real concrete reason, but
he just wanted to fuck with her. And she
right.
called
You don't like it because she's black and she's a woman and she holds power. And that Biden looked like a bunch of skeleton and bones. At any minute, they could pull a plug on him. And who will be really in control of the seat. And that's, that was out of his fear. So, I was like, look, I don't got time to talk about this. I was like, look, don't call me with that, whatever. You taking this to a whole nother place. We said a few other words, but I don't want to get into it. And I just, felt like, wow, I had to call sis and bro, because I was like, look at this bullshit. Yo, you
and
really...
y'all know I went off. I was like, you should have cursed him the fuck out.
Right, absolutely. I just was like,
he tried you. Not today, buddy. Not today. I was shutting people down that was black on my fucking Facebook page. We wasn't celebrating Biden. We were celebrating Harris. Anybody that even came on my page with some, negative energy about that, I was like, management, get them out of here. Like, you know what I mean? And these are my peoples, my black peoples. I wish a motherfucking clear person would have said anything out of line on that day or call me with the shits. Oh, hell no. I be at work.
This is the thing with them. This is the thing with them. Everything is always a fear. And I was like, well, what the fuck you so scared of? Because I don't see no...
Look, somebody just said, why